Robo is on location in Tartu, Estonia, with head of lighting at Vanemuine Theatre, Andres Sarv. So, how do you know this location?
Hello, I know this location. Here we stand just in front of biggest theatre in Estonia, Vanemuine. I work here.
Just for the record, we're in Tartu, in downtown Tartu, which is Estonia's second beautiful city.
I born here. I live all my life in Tartu, you know, since 1970. So the best place where I live and the oldest city.
In Estonia?
Yeah.
So, excellent. I'm sure you'd like to make the point rather than Tallinn.
Absolutely.
Can you just tell us a bit about how you first got involved in theatre?
I started, of course, already in school theatre.
Here in Tartu, obviously?
Yes, here in Tartu, yes. And since 1983, where I started in school and with small rock festivals. Since that I work mostly with light and audiovisual things.
And then what was your progression into the theatre as a professional from there, from being at school? Did you actually start at Vanemuine? Was that your first theatre?
Yes. After I finished high school, the first and the only place where I work. Yeah.
Wow, that's amazing. So how long have you worked there?
Of course I study a little bit, but at the same time I work in Vanemuine. So for example, I study in Sweden theatre and film school, but at the same time I still work in Vanemuine. Start from actually like simple stage techniques, and now I'm head of lighting department and to have quite big department.
What sort of technology did you have available back in the early days of Vanemuine?
Old Soviet equipment in lighting desks, so it was completely disaster for us. They sometimes work, sometimes not. A lot of time you need for just keep them in health, you know. You need different lamps from Soviet Union. So it was very tough time for the lighting person.
I also believe that you had to get spare bulbs from the military, is that correct?
Yes, in 1991 when the Estonia start like independent country, we still have here old Soviet equipment. We need the Soviet bulbs, but we have any more contacts in Soviet Union. We need some channel how we can manage with bulbs, and then we order from Soviet troops, Soviet guys who still stay here two years.
I believe there was a big air base here, right?
Yeah, we have in Tartu biggest air base in Baltic states, and so they fly to Moscow and bring us boxes with bulbs for theatre.
That's amazing, and I believe somebody told me that you paid them in vodka?
You know, they don't like also vodka, but Russian rubles, and in that time exactly US dollars. Yeah, it was the best for them.
Excellent.
Maybe small vodka, but it was like a tip, you know.
I'm sure everybody's now pleased to hear that Vanemuine is now a really up-to-date theatre with lots of modern technology.
Yes.
But anyway, so basically you've worked here all your professional life, which is fantastic. And was there a first or significant project that you remember working here?
The first big and significant was our summer musical, Evita, what we play outside the house actually. After that we start to grow up technically with audiovisual stuff start to born, new lighting desks, new lighting equipment, fixtures, and all that began from 1997 from the Evita. We play here 2 weeks. It's like our outside summer performance.
Summer. Yeah, so it's like
but it was
summer.
Huge stage, you know. Evita sing here in balcony, just top of us, and it was just magic for me.
Let's talk a little bit about your role at Vanemuine. You're head of lighting there. How many people do you have in your team? How many shows do you produce in a season?
In our lighting department I have 11 persons. They are different lighting person. Somebody work only behind the desk, someone work only in black box. We have 3 different venues: black box, small house and big stage. And we play over the year around 220 different shows, all different shows from 3 different departments: drama, music and ballet.
What are the main challenges of running a technical department in a theatre like Vanemuine?
For me, the main is that my team at first will be satisfied. They can enjoy the work, the result, what we see in the stage. And of course the second thing, most important, is our audience.
You also do your own lighting design projects, don't you, and your own freelance work?
I do my freelance work, but I mostly work with ET Light because I like ET Light company not only personally, but also they use rubber stuff. I like very much rubber. Yeah.
Do you have a favourite show or event that you've designed or that you've lit?
Not my design, but I like the biggest show what we play, Phantom of Opera. There was lighting designer Palle Palmer. I just helped him, but it was huge for us, and I understood that it was even bigger than in London. Sorry, but I've seen the London piece, and our was the bigger decoration. But from myself, what I do myself, I think it was still the Evita. It was the first and the biggest. It's like all the time in your mind that it was your first biggest show.
What do you most love about your work?
I love play with different lighting fixtures, with different try to find some new solutions, try to find some interesting things for the directors, for the set designers. I like just my work. I'm a happy person who almost have 2 in one, my work and my hobby. The second hobby is my basketball, but it's just a small hobby, except lighting.
Is there a show or an artist that you dream about lighting one day?
Yes, sometimes I want to work with Mick Jagger and Rolling Stone, you know. Why not? They just have tour over the Europe, but they not visit Estonia.
They've never been to Estonia.
They was, and I was in concert, but it was the beginning of, I don't know, 2002 or 2001. So it's a long time ago.
What's great about living and working in Estonia?
I like very much live in Estonia and work in Vanemuine. I like very much our, I don't know, society. Weather can be better, but we can manage with that.
Yeah, and I think generally the Estonians, you know, the people are kind, they're tolerant.
Yes.
You have a nice lifestyle.
Yeah.
Yes, and you're talking to an English person about the challenging weather, so
yes.
Just remember that.
Absolutely.
And is there anything else you'd like to say?
Yes, please visit Tartu, and especially in year 2024 we are Europe culture capital, so we will have a lot of shows, a lot of different concerts
you.
You are welcome.
Excellent. So there's going to be a lot of parties in Tartu in 2024. So everybody should get down here.
Yes, we hope.